Hey, plumbing bros, how you doing on this fine, fun day? How you guys doing out there? You cats doing all right today? Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, let's get to it. The plumbing business success word of the day is being brought to you by the $1 Million Plumber and the lovely Laura.
Good morning, everyone.
Live here on the Facebook. So, the plumbing business success word of the day is number 19.
Yes. Trustworthy.
Trustworthy.
Being trustworthy.
Oh, that is a biggie in your business.
Very biggie.
And it's how you're perceived is extremely important here. I think that's kind of where I want to, when I go with it. I know you got to be trustworthy. I'm not talking about, where you're doing for those that are just kind of, you're breaking stuff in the crawl space, or you're really saying something needs to be replaced
when it
doesn't, or it's not even what the issue really is, and you're misleading, that kind of stuff. That's
a no-brainer.
Right, that's no-brainer. That's butt crack plumber stuff.
And you're hurting the trade.
Right, hurting the trade, and just grow a pair, guys. Grow up. For those kind of guys that are out there doing that kind of stuff.
Or just go be an electrician. Isn't that what you always say?
Go be an electrician. All right. Go be Sparky. All right. That kind of a thing. Anyways, got off the track there. Hey, but talking about trustworthy, how your customer perceives you, and I kind of need, as we're working, we're on the mastermind class, we're doing some stuff with the sales, that kind of stuff, selling, that kind of thing. And so my mind's in the objection stage right now, because we're working on that kind of stuff.
How to overcome objections.
Objections, which we have master classes coming your way on that.
Yes.
But it's that usually all those objections all relate to around whether or not the customer finds you trustworthy, that they trust what you're talking about.
Yes.
If they throw out, well, man, that's expensive. They're not saying it's expensive. They're saying, I don't trust you. All right? If they say...
You have built trust with them. If they say, I got to check with my wife, or I need to check with my husband, what does that mean?
That means I don't trust you. I don't trust what you've been laying down.
Right.
Let me think about it. I don't trust you is what they're really saying. I wasn't expecting that we were going to do this today when they called you out. The water's leaking everywhere. I didn't expect us to do that. What they're saying is, I don't trust you. Right. Okay? That's a difficult thing to tell someone to their face, that I don't trust you.
Right.
But that's what all those things kind of mean. So you have to build that trustworthiness right from the beginning.
Right. From even the moment, actually, even before they call, but by how you're perceived online, how you're perceived in your community. That's where it starts.
How your brand is perceived. These guys, you got these funky brands. You got a picture of you sitting on the toilet, on your truck and that kind of stuff. That is not. They may have wound up calling you by accident. But there's initial there of, you're a fool, they don't trust you, that kind of stuff.
And that you're probably cheap.
Right.
Which isn't great. You don't want to be the cheapest plumber. That's a race you don't want to win.
And that's in trustworthiness too. If you are the cheapest, they don't trust that. So, you can come in and say, I'm, you're out there spouting, I'm the cheapest out here, I'm the cheapest plumber in the world. That doesn't build trust.
No.
So what are some of the things that build trust? Even right from the beginning.
Yes.
Even how you answer the phone. This is a biggie with the guys.
Yeah.
Get some life to you, like some energy. When that phone rings, answer the phone with energy, where they feel the energy come through, not Joe Blow Plumbing.
What do you want?
Right, where it's just, I don't care. And you may be thinking, I'm happy. No, you're not. The customer needs to, it's not perceiving that. So they don't trust that.
Right, and over the phone it's even more difficult to get energy across. So you kind of have to almost overdo it, giving energy. Because you just spent money, whether you know it or not, you just spent money to get that customer to call you, right? Whether it's through advertising, whether it's through the relationship you've built in the community, that takes time and resources, all those things, it costs money to get that customer to call you when they have a plumbing problem. So why answer the phone like you could care less if they called?
Right.
Have some energy about
Even
it.
in your mind, you're thinking, well, I do care that they called. You gotta show it. You gotta get that across.
Right.
I know it doesn't sound very PC, but it doesn't matter whether it's PC. You know, money, wealth, life is not PC. I know societies are trying to get it down to, well, they got to accept me the way I am and everything is equal and all. That's all bullcrap. It doesn't work that way. So you got to come to the customer. You got to answer with some enthusiasm.
Right.
Some, you know, that you're anxious to take care of them. You're excited to take care of them.
Right.
That builds trust.
Right.
Even how you handle that first call. That if you take control. If you take control, like a customer right away says, you know, how much to install a water heater? And your first response is let them take control of the call, and now you're answering every one of their questions.
They don't trust you.
They don't trust that. They don't trust that at all.
You take control of the call. We're going to have master classes on that as well, because that is a biggie.
That is a biggie. You guys lose. That's what's killing you right there. Yeah. That's one of the main things right there. Is you think you got to answer every one of the questions, and you think that's what's solving the problem, or what?
Nope.
It's not.
Nope.
They're not. They don't trust that. What they want is just knowing that I'm going to get my day back.
Right.
So they got to feel that you're going to save their day, and they do that by feeling that you're in control of the situation. That you want to take you want to take care of them.
Right.
You are in control of the situation, and you're going to solve the problem.
Right.
No brainer.
One of the things we talked about the other day was consumers may not remember what you say, but they'll remember how you made them feel, right? And that's a biggie, because again, it's all about their time. So if you up and you answer the phone and just say, you know, Joe Blow Plumbing, and that's all you say, there's no feeling. But if you answer the phone, ABC Plumbing, this is Joe. How may I serve you today?
Right.
Or how can I help you?
How may I save your day today?
Right.
How can I make your day?
How can I
today?
make you happy today?
Right.
That kind of thing. Now that sounds, I know, a little corny, but they're going to remember you because it kind of shocks them, thinking this is totally different.
You want to be rich or cool? You know, you want to have a pile of cash. You want to be a cash king, or do you want to be cool?
Right.
You got to decide. Cash is cool, by the way, brothers. Cash is cool. So that is cool.
Yep.
So you got these people calling. So that's building trust.
That's a way to build trust. Right.
The way you show up to the house, or the way you communicate even coming to the house.
Right.
You know, the way you show up at the house, how you park your truck, how your truck looks, how you look.
Yeah.
All right, we get back to the PC thing. Well, I'm a plumber. I'm a plumber, and I got, you know, it doesn't matter. They got to accept me for the way I am. They got to accept me with my tats all over my face and me smoking and all that, because that's who I am. Well, that's good, and you can be a poor who you are, you know, and be a butt crack plumber. I don't care how good your skills are. All right, if you're not serving the customer, you're a butt crack plumber.
And customer, if you're doing residential service, it is all about providing a good service. It's different than doing commercial work or remodel work, things like that. It's totally new construction, I guess. It's totally different. You need to serve the customer by showing up clean, wear a clean shirt, have clean hands. If you just had a job that was nasty and you're all dirty, have something in your truck to clean your hands, or stop at a gas station, something. If you're going to walk into a lady's house who's, you know, a leaking toilet or whatever it is, and you walk in with dirty hands, man, we notice these things.
Right, and that builds that trust. Again, for you guys who are just joining us here, we're talking about the Plumbing Power Success Word of the Day is number 19, trustworthiness.
Trustworthy, yep.
And being trustworthy, and what builds that trust with your customer, so that, you know, you get their job.
Right.
And so it's, look how you clean. People judge a book by its cover,
It's
and they count that, you know, equate that to, well, I can trust that because he has a clean shirt.
Right.
Doesn't matter if it makes sense or not.
Right, doesn't matter.
It's just how it is.
Think about it too, and I know this is a fact. When you pull up, you know, if you're the woman at the house is waiting for the plumber to show up, so she's always looking out, you know, and looking out the window. When you pull up, we're looking outside. We're looking at the truck. We're seeing what kind of person's getting ready to come into our house. So it matters. If you get out of the truck and you're tucking in your shirt and you're flinging your cigarette out into their yard, and your truck's all dirty, and you open the back of your truck and it's all trash.
It falls out.
I'm just not answering the door.
Or they can see the dash of your, you know, you got all your junk food, you know, papers and trash. It's all built up on your dashboard.
Right.
You know, that
says... I've never heard of this plumbing company. We're passing a plumbing van, Triumph Plumbing Services.
Right.
It's a clean van.
Yeah, you can tell it's a one-truck Chuck. Your guy here, you know, he's what I like about it's this real clean logo, nothing really fancy. You can tell what it is. If I would just saw it quickly, I could read Triumph and I could see plumbing services. Okay,
so there you go. Anyway, sorry.
A little off the mark there.
Trustworthy,
but trustworthy, and also lean into of listening to the customer.
Yes,
I know. I would go in the guys, and I know you know, a leaking toilet is a leaking toilet is a leaking toilet is a leaking toilet is a leaking toilet. You've seen a million leaking toilets, and you know all about what it is. But if the customer doesn't get the opportunity to tell you all about their leaking toilet and how it, you know, whatever's happened with it, and you don't listen to that, even though you have years of repairing leaking toilets, and you're the best leaking toilet person, you know, plumber in the world, it don't matter. They don't trust you because you didn't listen to their problems. So they don't trust that you totally understand the situation. And if you don't take time, we call it the dog and pony show. All right, go in there and knock around, lift the lid up, spend time with the stuff. Even though you know exactly what it is going into the job, which 9 times out of 10 we do, right? We do.
Of course. Hope so.
Spend some time, you know, looking at it and evaluating it, and let them know that you spent time looking at it and evaluating. Because if you don't, they don't trust.
They don't trust you.
They don't trust you. It doesn't matter that you have 30 years in this business and this and that kind of a thing. They don't trust you.
Right.
And if they don't trust you, they don't trust your price. Okay?
Yep.
And so there we have it.
There we go.
All right,
so
kind of went off on that. It's a biggie.
It is a biggie.
Go on that.
We do have a couple master classes coming up on that. Especially the answering the phone thing. That one's a biggie.
That's a biggie. That's huge. That's huge with you guys.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of you, this is where, you know, our heart is with the guys that are, you know, your butt's still in the truck, or, you know, you may have another guy, you're working with another guy, and you're answering the phone yourself. It's killer having the plumber, the owner, answering the phones. Yeah. Not just from time stuff, but we are not equipped in the best way to do that. We want to answer the questions, and we get dragged into that, and we want to solve it. Or, you know, quite frankly, there is, you know, a lot of you guys just don't have any personality. I'm just going to say it. You got to find a personality. You got to decide I have personality.
If you make a decision that you're not going to hire someone to answer the phones, which we really recommend, find the money.
Your customers
build it in the cost,
right?
To get someone else to answer the phone. You guys can all relate to this. You're in a
not
crawl
a plumber
space.
Answering a phone.
You're in a crawl space. You're under a sink. Whatever. The phone rings, and it's important when the phone rings because that's another customer. It's another job, so you got to get it.
Oh man, I talk to guys even now. You know, they're talking to me when they're on their job, and it's like, and that means you're answering the phone. Your customers that way, they don't trust you. It doesn't matter. They don't trust you because you're on another job. They don't trust that you're going to take care of them. It doesn't equate. I know it doesn't make sense, but it doesn't equate to professionalism.
Right.
Okay?
Exactly. Yep.
And so we got to get that one fixed. So that's a biggie and a big push. So you can push back on that all you want, but your butt will still be in the truck.
That's true.
And you'll be a dead man plumbing. Period.
You love that saying.
And I love it because it's just, you know, I know you kind of get about smacking these guys. I just love you, brothers. I love you. I love you. All right, even the ones that tell me to F off, you know, to a point, you know, I feel sorry for you because you don't get it. But it's I love you, and I don't want your butt in the truck. It doesn't have to be your butt in the truck. Well, I got, you know, we were talking about that, and, you know, one of the owners was watching a Potty Talk live. And, you know, so I tell you guys, it's never been a better time to start your own plumbing business. Never been a better time. And so I got an instant message, and I get this every once in a while, but we got one this week, even yet, where an owner said, hey, I wanted to show this to my guys, but I'm comfortable with you know, calling guys out to do their own plumbing business. Well, that's weakness on its own part. You want guys working for you that most guys won't start their own plumbing business. So I was never afraid of that. I always taught my guys everything what it took to get their butt out of the truck. Never, it's not competition. If I knew that overwhelmingly my guys weren't going to start their own plumbing businesses because most guys don't have the guts to do it. And if you're paying them so well and taking care of them, most guys are just comfortable with that, and they like being an ambassador for a company that feels secure. Most guys don't step out and do their own thing. All right, but if your guy stepped out and done your own thing, you got to do these other things now so that you can get your butt out of the truck so that you can create this asset that you really, really want.
Absolutely.
You know, that you had gotten in mind in the first place. So,
exactly.
All right, we kind of went all around that.
We did.
All goes plumbing success word of the day, number 19.
Yes.
Is trustworthy.
Yes, be trustworthy.
So be trustworthy. Work on that. Not that you're saying you're not already trustworthy, but it's that other way we talked about it. So, okay. And while you're out there doing your thing today, be safe.
Yes.
And plumb like a champion.
Bye, everybody.